Good morning, my name is Edwin and I'm an English teacher at Colegio Eiffel, and I welcome you all to the second podcast. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the first one that you heard. And I have different guests today. I have two brilliant individuals and they come to you straight from the studios of Colegio Eiffel. We're going to be discussing a very interesting and important topic, and I hope you enjoy this podcast just as you enjoyed the previous one. So, without further ado, let's get to know our guests for today.
Hello, my name is Alan. I'm Mexican, and I am proud of being Mexican. I like where I live.
Where do you live, Alan?
I live about 20 minutes away.
From the school?
It's a very long drive.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 12 years old. I became 12 2 days ago.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
And what class are you in, Alan?
I'm in first A of middle school?
Yes.
I always get confused. Middle school.
Okay, very good. Aha.
I'm Ivana Davila from Tijuana. I am 12 years old. Well, I'm in middle school, first grade.
Okay. With Alan, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good, Ivana. Thank you so much. So let's get started with a very interesting question. And the question is, what is your day like? What is your normal school day like in this period of coronavirus?
Oh, I thought you were mentioning before quarantine.
We'll talk about that. But first, what is it like now?
I mean, it's kind of the same for me. Like doing the schoolwork and after school is kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just that we are not in school and like presently in present.
What time do you usually wake up, Ivana? What do you
Yeah,
usually
like,
wake up and what activities do you do?
Well,
throughout the
it's
day?
really different every day. Like
Okay.
one time I woke up at like 11 p.m.
Oh yeah? AM?
PM.
p.m.
You wake up at 11 p.m.?
No, I woke up at 11 p.m. one time.
What? And you were sleeping the whole day?
No,
No?
I didn't sleep. I have to sleep again.
Ah. And what do you usually do?
I mean,
On the
I
normal
make
school
my
day.
breakfast, change my clothes into the uniform,
Okay.
and get ready or wait until the class starts.
Okay. And you, Alan?
Well, normally I wake up around 6. Once I woke up at 8 o'clock.
And you missed
And
the
I
first
got-
phase of class?
Yes. One time I was watching YouTube videos and then I checked the time and it was 8:43.
Okay.
So I had to do everything like super quick. But then I realized that it was Friday and I had some time off.
Oh.
And I was
Yeah.
super relieved. Well, for me, a normal school day would be waking up, changing, eating breakfast, going to school in my laptop. When I have some free time, I play Slither.io or something like that.
Okay.
Or when I get bored.
Okay.
And then, well,
You don't play
I
during
eat.
the English class, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Very good. That's a relief. Ivana, before coronavirus, what was your school life like? What did you do
I was
every day?
really hurried all the time because I was like, I have to finish this schoolwork and I'm not gonna have time to do the others.
Mhm.
I was always really hurried to do everything.
Okay. And what time did you always wake up? What time did you always come to
I mean,
school?
I woke up like at 7, 8.
Huh?
Yeah.
Right. So, do you prefer the schedule that we have at the moment? Do you prefer long distance classes or do you prefer coming to school?
I think that the long distance one. I mean, I don't really have a favorite one because in when we come to school, I can see my friends, but when we're in home, I can well, I get to be at my home. But, yeah.
I know it's comfy.
Uh, what about you, Alan? What would you say?
Well, for me, a normal school day before quarantine would be waking up. Everything from waking up to getting in the car, the same. Everything's the same. Once I had enough time to watch Netflix, but just that once.
So,
Normally, I'm very rushed by getting in the car because we have a phone and we use that phone to put music. And normally, my sister beats me to putting music first and getting front seat.
oh,
So, yeah, I'm pretty rushed.
so it's
Then we
always,
take
it's always a competition.
Yeah, basically. Then we take the 20 minutes from getting from my home to here, and then we just rush in. And it's normally around 7:30.
Okay. All right. So I have a question for you, Ivana. What are some of the challenges that come about with the online class?
I mean, like sometimes you don't have internet or someone kicks you out of the meeting. You're like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss everything. Because in some classes they let like some schoolwork and they say from do what I told you in the meeting. Like that happened to me once where my internet went off and I missed it and I didn't know what the schoolwork was about and I had to ask someone.
Oh, okay.
That has happened to everyone at least once.
So that's one of the major challenges, the internet, being kicked out of Meet and then you miss a session.
Yes. Once I was with Charlie and Leo. Remember those two?
Yes.
Yes.
Charlie and
Okay,
Leo.
good.
Mhm.
Leo kicked me out.
Why did he do that?
I don't know. Leo kicked me out and Charlie, and well, got out of the meeting forever. And then the teacher, Miss Melissa,
Yes.
put homework, and it said, "Do the stuff that I said in class." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, I have to guess." But then I read the title,
Mhm.
and then I saw the homework, and it was pretty self-explanatory.
No. So you didn't have trouble.
Yeah.
And did you get back at Leo for kicking you out?
Thank you for reminding me.
I'm glad you didn't, because revenge is never good.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
One good thing that when that happens is like if you have Discord or something to chat with the other school classmates, you can ask them what the schoolwork is about. And I made like a Discord channel or something, I don't remember what it's called.
Mhm.
And I'm like the administrator.
Okay.
I put like the boss and everything, and we have one for the school.
Mhm.
And so we talk about.
Speaking of Discord, what other platforms or what other online resources do you guys use to keep in touch with your teachers, to have your online classes, to keep in touch with your friends?
Well,
Mainly Discord, but
Yeah.
we also use Hangouts.
Okay.
Hangouts is pretty fun.
All right. And for your classes, Google Meet?
for the
Oh yeah,
classes, you
Google
meet.
Meet. Sometimes a big classroom to tell the teachers that it didn't let me in. Help me, please.
And then that will help you.
And then it feels good when a lot of people put me either, me either, me either, me either, me either.
And it's a whole long thread.
Yes,
Okay.
it feels good because it's not only my problem, it's a problem with everybody else.
Mhm. All right. I have another question right here for you guys. And
it's interesting.
I'm going to ask Ivana to answer it first. What do you miss the most about coming to school?
Seeing my friends or teacher, I mean, talking in general. Talking with other persons.
Talking with your friends. Yeah. Okay. And you, Alan? What do you miss the most?
Being able to see most of the people most of the time because most of the people just turn off their camera straight and never turn it on or their mic. And well, it's pretty annoying
Oh,
sometimes.
yes, me.
It's pretty annoying sometimes when they say it doesn't work, but then I get in, then they get in, and I see it works, but then they turn it off. It's just
I
annoying.
mean, sometimes I have it on because my computer camera doesn't work and we bought like a different one that is like a small one that you have to connect
Like this
to the
one.
computer. Yeah, like that one.
Ah.
Okay.
So sometimes it really doesn't work then. Right?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I have to go look for the small box because it's really small, and I'm looking for it all over my room until I find it and have to connect it.
Ah, okay.
So that had to take a while.
Yeah, that does. All right. Another question. A very interesting question, by the way. What would you advise, or what would you tell some people that are pretty much fed up with having online classes? You know, because there's a lot of challenges that come with that. So, what kind of advice would you tell them, or what would you advise them to do to get a better experience with the online classes?
I mean, you can sometimes, like, if you're feeling sick or just don't want to go to a class,
Mm-hmm.
you can like not go to the meeting, but still ask someone what the schoolwork is, or do the schoolwork.
Mm-hmm.
Still be present though.
Ah, okay. So,
What I would tell someone, and this is for the listeners, literally anybody could do this, is not go and put in classroom, my internet ran out. It's a really fun option, but when they catch you,
yes.
it's very scary. Because then it's like, were you lying? No. Were you lying about that?
It's like when you get banned from a Discord server and you're like, why did they ban me? And then they tell you, oh, I didn't do that. I did not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like finding an excuse.
It's an excuse, basically.
Finding an excuse
Mm-hmm.
in the moment you're using the excuse, and it's very frustrating, and sometimes it scares me a bit.
Okay, guys. Ivana, this question is for you. Do you think that having online classes is actually as effective as having face-to-face classes?
No, because I really don't put that much attention sometimes. I get distracted easily. And my sister is like the side of me, and my dad is there, and he can talk really loud, and then I can't hear the class. And sometimes I have like work from the previous classes, and I either put attention to the work or the classroom.
So annoying.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of distractions, Adam, how can we do away with the distractions that come with online class? How can we try to make sure we have no distractions as we have our class at home?
Don't ask me about that. Seriously, I get distracted a lot. I'm in my house.
So what can we do? The other day, I was having a class with a first B, and one of the students, I tried to talk to them, and she wasn't responding. So when
Maybe
she
had it on mute or something.
when she came back, she said, "Oh, sorry, teacher, I was away because my cat was eating my food." And
Your car was eating your food?
yeah, her cat was eating her food, so she
I
had
thought
to.
you said car.
No, cat, and she had to. So it was you know, the cat was distracting her, right? So what can we do to avoid distractions?
I mean, one time I forgot to get out of the class, and I was like, the teacher had to tell me to go to the other class.
So you were stuck right there?
Yeah, I was just there doing nothing.
A way to not get distracted in class would be to get rid of the pet. I don't have the pet, so I got a head start.
I mean, to not do anything else, like the schoolwork, let it accumulate, and then you can do everything at once.
Ah, okay.
You
So
just put
That's
it-
actually a good solution.
Yeah, I do that.
lock everything else away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't pay attention to anything else. What about phones?
I don't have a phone, so that's not
No
a problem
phone.
for me.
I have a tablet that my sister is the one that uses it for school.
Mm-hmm. So people that have phones, maybe do they have to switch them off if they're a distraction?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. During class?
Or just put the notifications off. You can actually do that.
Put the notifications off. Okay. The last podcast that I had, I had a student who was actually in favor of having classes at home.
Well, actually, it is a really good idea of the government to use meat because, well, before it wasn't as popular. But now, it's super saturated, and that's why almost no one can get in.
Yeah, and the audio always has like lag and everything.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
And, well, yeah, it's a good idea for the government to use Meet and Zoom and stuff like that. Because, well, coronavirus.
so back to the question, Ivana, do you think there are any advantages of having online class?
I mean, if you feel sick, you can really, if you feel sick, you can still go to school. Like, you don't have to miss attendance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can still go.
And plus, you can use these things.
If you feel sick, you can still attend class,
Yeah.
right? You don't miss any class even when you're sick.
Plus, you can use mouth covers. Sure, it smells bad after some time, and it sounds really weird, but still, be safe.
Be safe. Advantages of having online class?
Advantages.
Mhm.
Advantages. You basically save your life.
You save your life?
I mean, yeah, you're also in your home. You know where everything is. In case you need something or they tell you to go for something, you know where it is.
Yeah,
Not like school, you have
yeah.
to wait in a line for the teacher to give you something.
Yeah,
you need.
actually, that's a very good idea.
And
I did not think of that.
You can have a snack right by you, right?
Yes, but most of the time it's not allowed to eat during class
Oh,
unless it's fruit time. And then it becomes pretty annoying sometimes because I see people eating, but I can't say anything because the teacher's explaining something and she can't see them. And I'm just staring at the guy eating.
Yeah, but
It's annoying.
you can just click on the teacher's stuff, the teacher's camera or something, and then it's only the teacher's one that appears. It gets big.
Okay, finally, guys, we've seen the advantages and the disadvantages of having online class, and we've looked at how we have online classes.
Mhm.
In case the situation doesn't change, in case the situation stays like this, what do you have to say to the people that probably can't afford to have a laptop to take classes? How do you think such people should, handle the situation with not being able to go to school?
I mean, yeah, but sometimes they like for public schools or something, they put it like on TV. But I think it would be really difficult if they don't have a TV or something. They can't even afford to buy something small or something.
True. That is very true. But still, how would you do that if you didn't have a laptop and not have the money to buy a laptop?
Maybe study on your own?
Yeah, maybe that.
Uh-huh.
That maybe works. You get homeschooled and you just learn from your parents. I learn from my parents
Yeah?
sometimes.
What do they teach you?
Stuff.
Stop. Okay, guys. So, we were supposed to be 3, but I'm glad that you guys managed to make it, and I'm really glad. Thank you so much for sharing your ideas. Thank you so much for sharing how you feel and how life is for you in the quarantine. I hope to have you again soon on another podcast, and I'm really, really pleased to have had you for this session. Thank you so much. Once again, that was the second podcast at Colegio Eiffel, and you can check out our podcasts on Spotify and other media, as well as on our Facebook page. We'll be posting links.
I just have one last thing to say.
Sure, Alan?
Yee!
Thank you for having us. My name is Edwin, and I was with
Alan and Ivana.
Right. Thank you so much. Take care, and see you soon.
Yee.